Hello everyone, welcome to my Objective Bloodborne PvP Hunters tool list. I meant to make this alongside my weapons tier list, but I decided to make a separate video of its own. Without further ado, we'll get right into this. Starting off with our lone S tier, we have Beast Roar. This may be surprising to newer players, but this is undoubtedly the best hunter tool for PvP. With a low arcane requirement of 15 and only costing 2 bullets, it is a cheap and effective tool. On knockdown, this tool can grant a free heal and has great potential for knockdown wake-ups. This tool changed the PvP meta greatly. Most PvP builds you see these days will be equipped with this at all times. Before we get to the next tools in the ranking, I want to say really no hunter tool deserves an A ranking, as many tools are easy to avoid and easily interrupted by gunfire. For simplicity's sake though, what should be a high B tier will be labeled as A. First, in our A tier ranking, we have Executioner Gloves. This tool only costs 3 bullets and has decent tracking and combo potential with weapons and other hunter tools. While it has these great attributes, they are a bit slow in speed and easy to iframe. As stated prior, this tool's best application is for combo potential. Next in our A ranking, we have Black Sky Eye. This may seem like a questionable choice, however, its low bullet cost and speed give it this spot. It is cheap and inoffensive in its cost. While it leaves something more to be desired, it does its intended job as a fast and cheap arcane projectile. Moving on to B tier, we have the Old Hunter's Bone. Some would argue it should be placed above Black Sky Eye, but my reasoning for this choice is mainly down to its cost and how short the duration of its effect lasts. While only costing 15 arcane, its cost of 4 bullets and only lasting 15 seconds is what gives it this placement. If the effect lasted for a longer duration, or the tool had lower bullet cost, it would easily be higher. This tool has some good applications with weapons with fast dash R1 attacks, but for a price and very little time. Next in our B ranking, we have Accursed Brew. This tool, only costing 2 bullets and having a decent AoE, is relatively inoffensive. However, its slow cast speed holds it back greatly. If it had a faster cast time or hyper armor, this tool could be much more useful. As it stands though, those 2 bullets are better off saved for your gun or Beast Roar. From here on, things become much more dire for the hunter tools. For our C tier ranking, we have Augur of Ebrideus. While this tool only costs 1 bullet and can parry and backstab, it is easily punished. Augur locks you in place, leaving you open to getting severely punished. The only other thing this tool has going for it is if you manage to land a backstab with Augur, you can infinitely backstab chain your opponent till death. If you'd like to see footage of that, you can check out my true combo showcase in the pinned comment below. But as many know, landing backstabs in Bloodborne, especially with Augur, isn't a common occurrence against competent players. For our first D tier placement, we have Madara's Whistle. The one and only blood-tinged tool of the game earns this ranking for its 4 bullet cost and potential of accidental self-damage. The whistle spawns a great serpent beneath your feet. If your opponent happens to headshot you, this will in turn leave you comboed into the great snake's bite. In my time PvPing, the only times I've ever really been hit with this was fighting latent players, as trying to attack them to interrupt the tool would often cause you to trade with them. Overall, a cool tool with nearly no practical use. Next in our ranking for D tier is A Call Beyond. Unfortunately, this hunter tool's potential greatly suffers due to how easy it is to avoid. Many of its projectiles also going into the dirt, and its costly 7 bullet consumption. This tool is better used in ambushes, in invasions, and sinister runs. Unfortunately, even still, its high bullet cost is still a major mark against it. Now for our final ranking, E tier. We will start with Choir Bell. Much like A Call Beyond, this tool's bullet cost is very high, costing 7 bullets, which is the main reason it is so low. Its cast time is also very slow and easily interrupted. One upside to this tool is it can heal you even while you are misted, as showcased in my Safe Heals PvP guide, which I will link in the pinned comment below. Choir Bell is better suited as a support tool in co-op or co-invasions. Next, we have the most pathetic hunter tool of them all, the tiny Tonitrus. Its costly 6 bullets and slow cast, and easily to avoid ranged AoE is what gives it this ranking. It is so easily avoided, one can simply walk out of the way of it at mid to long distances. Its slow cast time also leaves it open to being severely punished whenever it misses, which is about 99% of the time. Last in this ranking, we have Empty Phantasm Shell. While it does buff the Hunter's Weapon and have a low 15 arcane requirement, it does cost 3 bullets, which in turn makes this a very wasteful tool, especially when the only thing gained is 10 to 15 extra damage in PvP, or even less depending on the opponent's defenses. This tool should have been a consumable, like fire and bolt paper. Last, we have our meme tier, the Messenger's Gift. While mostly inoffensive, this tool is not very practical. Although it can break lock-on, its cast is too slow to generally be useful for that. It has some applications in ambushes and lowering your profile in invasions and sinister runs. But overall, this tool is just a wholesome little guy being silly. That ends my Bloodborne PvP Hunter Tools tier list. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you found this video enjoyable and informative. I may have some more videos on the way soon, though it may take some time. Life and other things often get in the way, but I want to say thank you all for being amazing. I love you all, and stay safe out there. Good hunting.